Okay, guys, find a letter. Thank you guys for letting me come in today and be part of your class. Okay, find your letter. Hey, King. King. I know that that's really distracting, Alex. I know it's really distracting, but will you turn around and look at me? And that video is going to go black in just a second. So you just, everyone can look at it for a second. You can see yourself. Do you see how cool you look? How cute you look? Okay, give yourself a look and then turn around and look at me, okay? Yeah, Deborah, look at yourself real quick. Look how cute you are. Do you want to give a look? Go ahead, give yourself a look. Do a little dance. Okay, you've got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to the rug. Okay, find a letter. Okay, boys and girls, do you see some stuff? Go find a letter, please. Do you see some stuff that I have? Deborah and Raina, you guys are going to want to see this stuff that I brought. So go find a letter over there so you can really see it, okay?
I know what you brought.
Look at my, I know, King, turn around. Turn this way. Come on, actually find that P right there. You see that P? Yeah, you go sit right there. There you go.
There's an O.
Yeah, go ask Mrs. Murphy. She'll help you. Other Mrs. Murphy. He wants to zip up. Okay, boys and girls. So are you excited? Are you excited to see what I brought? I'm gonna show you guys some stuff. Now, some of this, Alex, honey, turn around and look at me. There you go. There you go. Okay. Don't touch. We're just gonna look real quick, okay? Oh my goodness! Look at all this stuff that we brought.
Yeah, some of the stuff is already in.
Graham, what's one thing you see? Your floaties? Molly, what do you see?
That.
This? What is this?
A floating vest.
It's a life jacket. Rena, what do you see?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin! That's a good one.
A bat.
Deborah, what do you see?
No, really like a bat. Wait, that's
Yeah, it turns off.
I see a bat.
Boys and girls, did you notice that the camera went black? Yep, so now we don't have to worry about it anymore. It's off. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, Deborah, what did you see in our pile of stuff? We'll move on. Leaves! Yes! King, what do you see?
Hat.
You see some hats? Mm-hmm. Alex, what do you see?
An umbrella.
Umbrella! Joshua, what do you see?
A Lego boat.
A Lego
Yeah,
boat.
Mine.
That's Graham's. We're gonna let Graham be the one to touch that since it is his. Can anybody raise their hand? Yes.
A bat.
A bat. Okay. Can you raise your hand and tell me what our current season is? Raise your hand if you know. Molly. Almost. We're not quite to winter yet. Alex.
Christmas.
Well, not yet. Graham.
Fall.
Fall. Our season is fall. So now can you guys all say fall with me? Fall. Fall. Yeah. And do you know what something, if we look outside right now, what's something that fell off of the trees?
Leaves. Baby.
Leaves.
Baby.
A baby.
I said leaf first.
Oh, you did good. Okay, I want you guys to take this back and you can crunch it and you can feel it and you can pass it around. Those are the leaves that are outside in our season fall. So, what is something from our stuff right here? Graham, please stop. Here's something from our stuff right here. So we have leaves. Pass it around.
That's
What
baby.
else is something that you see in our pile that has to do with our fall time winter?
Don't break it.
Raina, do you see something that looks like we could use it in the fall time?
Yeah, right.
Maybe pumpkins? Yeah, did you guys just have your fall festival and you had pumpkins? So can, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it might be time to start wearing a hat when it starts to get a little colder outside, right? Yeah, and a scarf. But what season do you usually have to wear a hat and gloves and mittens in? Winter.
And
Yes.
also Christmas.
Christmas is a holiday that is in winter. Yeah. And then so we're really, really cold. But then what happens when it starts to rain a lot outside and then we don't really need a thick jacket anymore? We just need like this thin jacket. You know what season that is? Spring.
That's Jack.
And then, do you know what happens when we don't need any jackets anymore and it's time to get out our woohoo, our swimsuits?
Yeah.
What season is that? Summer. Yes. So I'm going to have you guys each take a turn, okay? So, our first season, did you know that our seasons go in order?
Hey.
Hey, pass it around. He'll give it to somebody else now, and then Graham passes it. So this first season is called, look at it. Graham, I want you to look at me, and I want you to participate, okay? Graham, what season is this?
Spring.
Spring. So we're going to put spring right here. And look what is in spring. Flowers and sunshine. Isn't that so cool? Do you know what season comes next after the spring and the rain comes down? Summer. Summer comes next. And in the summer, what kind of clothes would we have to wear? Raina?
Swimsuit.
Swimsuits and shorts and tank tops. And can anybody think of like maybe an activity that you do in the summer?
Swim.
Swim. Right. Where can you swim at?
The beach.
The beach. Where else could you swim at?
Pool.
The pool. Yes. Okay. So after summer, this is our season. What's our season? Fall. Our season is fall. And we're going to put that right there. And what kind of activities do we do in the fall?
That's a song.
Do we all did this together. Did we go to a pumpkin patch?
Yeah.
Yep, we went to a pumpkin patch. That's when football is on TV, is in the fall time. There's lots of leaves on the ground, and you have to start kind of wearing, what do you kind of have to put on your body when it gets a little cold out? Maybe warm things like a jacket, right? Maybe a sweatshirt, a sweater. Molly is wearing a sweater, and it's fall. What season comes after fall? Winter. Oh my goodness, what do we have to really put on our bodies when it's really cold? A coat. Oh, we need a coat. And do we need a hat?
Yeah.
Yes, Rena. Oh, and you know what she's doing? She's layering. She's got a thin t-shirt in case she's at PE, and then a thick sweatshirt for if she gets a little colder. Layering. Yeah. You're layering too. Yes. King, did anybody else layer today? You're layering. Yep. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys each a turn. First, I'm going to have Joshua. I want you to pick one item out of here, except for the Legos, because those are Graham's. We'll put those right there. Okay. Can you pick?
That bat is mine.
Well, it's all a lot of yours. Okay, Joshua, can you pick one item and stand up with it and show it to us? Okay. What does he have?
Yeah, that's Jack.
A life jacket. What do we use this for?
For swimming.
For swimming. So which season should he put our life jacket in? We're gonna let Joshua do it. Joshua, do you think spring? Yay! You put it in summer. Good job. Okay, we're gonna let Alex have a turn. Alex, come pick one item from our list. Ooh, an umbrella. Okay, what season? Now, you can have rain in any season, but did you know there's one season where there's the most rain? Do you remember what that one is? It's when it's spring. So you can put that in the spring? Yep, we really need an umbrella when that rain comes down in springtime. Okay, King, can you grab one item? Where do you think you need that warm hat? Which season do you need it in? Yay, he put it in winter. Let's give him a round of applause. Good job. All right, Deborah, it's your turn. It's not your turn yet. But I really appreciate that you guys are watching your friends and you're seeing what they're doing, because you're going to have to remember these for later. So you're really watching what your friend does. Okay, Deborah, quickly pick one item. Yep. Now, where do we put pumpkins? Which season? Fall. Yay. All right. It is Raina's turn. Raina, pick one item. Yep, that's a holiday that's in there. Where does that pumpkin go? Which season? Fall. Yay. Okay, we've got Molly and Graham left. You guys want to go at the same time? You don't want to? Graham? Okay, Molly, you can come. Oh, floaties! Do you know what we use floaties for, Alex? Sometimes little toddlers or babies have to wear floaties when they swim. So which season?
Even though that is mine.
Yeah. So which season would you use those floaties for? Summer. Good job. Okay, we got our last friend, Graham. You are our last person. Which item are you going to pick? A bat. Which season do we usually have baseball? And this is a little tricky because it can kind of leak into other seasons. But what's the main season where you have baseball? Yay! Good job. All right, boys and girls, everybody, you guys can grab one more thing, and you can put it in the season that you think that it should go in, okay? Graham, where do you think a boat would go in? Where do we usually use boats? Yeah, in the summer. Good. Alex, where do you think that's actually my husband's sock. It wasn't supposed to be in there. King, where would you use a scarf? Which season?
I know.
Yes, winter.
I know
Good job. Yes, and do you guys know what this is?
I have a jacket.
So you know where I think this is a rain jacket. So where did we learn? Where did we learn that rain usually happens in the most? Spring.
It's
Molly, come out here. Okay, you guys, do you know what this is? This is a sand sifter. And where do we usually play with the sand?
On the beach.
In the beach. So where should we put this one?
In the beach.
Let's put it in the summer with the beach. And then we've got a boat. Awesome. Good job, boys and girls.
I got this one.
Good job. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Let's go ahead and everybody help me. We'll put all this stuff back in our box. Oh, do you know whose those are? My husband.
No, that Lego just on the good. Hey.
Here, I'm gonna hold on to that. Yep. Okay. Put your stuff in your box. Oh, Graham, just take one. Just take one. Yep. Good. Oh, here you go, Graham. Oh, here, Molly. You can put this away. Okay. All right, boys and girls. So we are going to keep our. Let's say it together. No. Put it down.
And the spring,
Spring.
winter, and fall.
Other way.
Spring, winter, fall, summer, fall, and winter.
Yep. Okay. Boys and girls, I want you to find your letters, and we are going to read a book. Find your letter. Hey, King, honey, if you can't look at me, then you're gonna have to go back over there, okay? Because I don't want you to touch that. Okay. This book is called "Who Cares About the Weather?" Let's find out.
I don't.
Farmers care. Airplane pilots care. Sailors care. A boat. Which season did we find a boat for?
I know. Ocean.
Ocean. What, swimming? Athletes care.
Snow care.
These pages are kind of hard for me to turn. Travelers care. Repair crews care.
Cars.
You and I care.
No, I don't.
You don't care.
I need
Lightning is frightening,
Yeah.
but rainbows are a beautiful sight.
I'm not a rainbow.
Hey, you guys, I'm reading this story, so I don't need you to tell me just yet. We'll all talk about it after, okay? Because if you interrupt, then your friends can't hear you, okay? Hot days are for swimming. Where do we swim at? Everybody say it.
At the beach.
Beach. Freezing days are for ice skating. So that's a good winter activity you can do with your moms and dads when it gets cold and snowy. You can go ice skating. But what should you wear if you go ice skating? Warm clothes. Make sure that you let your friend answer if I call on her, okay? Too much rain floods the roads. Too little rain dries the soil. Everybody cares about the weather. So the weather affects us. Do you know what that means? That means it changes what we can do. If it's raining outside, would we be able to go play outside? Brandon, keep your hand down, okay? If you guys can answer me, can you? Hey, Grandma, I need you to find your bottom on there.
Yes.
You could go play outside if it was raining?
No.
No, but what would you put on your body if it was raining? Maybe a rain jacket?
Yeah.
I want you to find a friend, so you two, and I'll go with Alex, and I want you guys to tell your friend what your favorite season is without touching them. Tell them what your favorite season is, okay?
I want to go with you.
No, go with the partner I told you to. Alex, what's your favorite season? Oh, that's not a season. No, that's not a season. That's a holiday. A holiday. That's a holiday inside of winter. So remember, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Which one of those do you like the most? Maybe winter. Yeah, because it's got Christmas in it, so that's your favorite. Okay, no, go back to your spot, please. Boys and girls, raise your hand if you are done. Okay, you guys, we can move on to our next activity. Good. Okay, boys and girls, please find your desk. And are we going to do this like big kids, like we were just talking? Graham, if you touch him again, you're going to have to go over there and fix this, okay? Boys and girls. Yes, King. Graham, please stop. Oh, really? That's good. Okay, oh, you know what? We still need our cards, don't we? definitely gonna do that. Do you guys?
Why does he not read the next book?
Oh, we will. We will.
Hey.
Boys and girls, do you remember when I substitute taught you that one day we watched that video? We get to watch it again. Okay. So I'm gonna put these up right here, and they're gonna be in order. I want to make sure. Can everyone see our cards?
Maybe I
You can't? Okay, I'll move them over here. Okay, can everyone see our cards?
I can't sit with you in the way.
Okay, let me say that again. Boys and girls, when I move, will you be able to see them?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's our order of our seasons? Let's talk about it again. We have spring, summer.
fall, and winter.
Hey, Speedy. All right, boys and girls, we are going to watch our video about our season. And you guys can get up if you would like to and stay in your desk area, okay? But you can dance. Just stay in your desk area. Molly, stay in your desk area. Dance all you want, but in your desk area. The snow! Is it this? This is your chance to move, Joshua, so if you want to dance, you can. Just stay in your desk area. Yeah, oh, I knew he could dance. You don't want to dance? Then don't. You can wave your hands like you just don't. Each year has 4 seasons. Summer, fall, spring. King, I like your moves. Are you cold? Cute. Summer! Oh! What do they have? A boot! What are they throwing? A boot! Where did they go? The beach! We put our boat in the summer section, didn't we? Please stop. Please stop. We've got one season left to learn about. Summer, fall. 4 seasons more. Yes, Raina. Fall. You guys, stay in your desk area. What season are we in right now? Fall. Fall. That's our season. And we're going to school. Thanksgiving. That's this week. When the weather changes, what do? Put our jackets on, right? Graham got his jacket. Yeah. Let's sing it together. Sing the 4 seasons song. Winter, spring, summer, fall. How many seasons? 4. Summer, fall. Summer and fall. Do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Good job. Okay, I have a question. sit down now and listen to me, okay? I wonder what would happen. Alex, go get a tissue, please. We don't pick our noses. Go get a tissue and wash your hands, okay? What would happen if I wore a big puffy coat in the middle of summer? Raise your hand if you could tell me what you think would happen. Molly.
You would get super hot and have heat stroke.
Did you hear what she
I
said?
didn't hear the last
She said you would get super hot.
one.
You get heat stroke. She said you'd have heat stroke. Okay. Well, I wonder what would happen if I wore a swimsuit in the middle of winter. Reina.
Then you will get what?
You would be really, really, really cold.
You
You'd
would
be
freeze
so
to death.
cold. You would freeze. You could get sick if you did that, wouldn't you? Because you'd be so cold.
You could turn down.
I wonder what would happen if I tried to go swimming in the fall time. If I went swimming outside right now, what do you think would happen?
Ooh, you would say,
I need friends to raise their hands. Graham.
You would get covered with leaves. Because leaves so indoor.
Yes, because is there water in the pool right now? No, they drained those because we don't need those anymore. You could just swim in leaves, I guess.
And you would fall down and then you would probably like hit your head.
So I want to tell you guys something that I like to do. When it's summertime, I like to swim. When it's fall time, I like to go for walks in nature because the weather's pretty nice. It's not too hot or too cold. Do you know what I like to do in the winter? Do you know what I like to do? I like to go sledding. Do you know what I like to do in the springtime? I like to collect little flowers off of the floor because that's when everything is blooming. So, I'm gonna hand you guys out a picture, and you're not gonna know if it's summer, spring, winter, or fall. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, no, Joshua, don't do that. You're gonna cut your jacket. Your mom would not be happy about that, would she? I'm gonna hand you guys each this picture, and you guys are going to, when you get it, I want you to look, and I want you to say, is this spring, summer, winter, or fall? And when you figured it out, then you're gonna draw a picture of yourself or your friends or your family, and then you're gonna show an activity that you could do in that season, okay? Raise your hand if you have a question, and then you can ask me. What's your question? Well, a question about what we're doing right now. King, do you have a question? In winter. Yep, so the holidays are in the different seasons, right? And that's like Alex said that his favorite season was winter because of Christmas. Did you have a question?
Actually, you could just look at those pictures.
Oh, boys and girls, did you hear? Graham, can you stand up and say that a little bit louder?
You could just look at those pictures to see when you get those.
So you have a clue when you get your picture. I am so glad that you said that, Graham. I was like, is anybody gonna know that that's what they're supposed to do? You knew. So when you get your picture, you can look up here and it will give you a clue. And then I want you to write whichever season it is. I want you to write that season on this white part right here, okay? So what are the 3 things we're gonna do? We're gonna look at our picture and look on there. Then we're going to write the season and then draw the picture. Alex, do you have a question?
I can't wait until Christmas.
Oh, you're just too excited for Christmas.
Me too.
Boys and girls, I would love, while you guys are coloring, I would love you to talk to either a friend that's right next to you, or you can talk to me about which season is your favorite and why you're so excited.
I already know this.
Did you?
Yes.
Hey, Deborah. Okay, boys and girls, so I'm gonna look at my picture and I'm gonna say, what are some clues that are gonna tell me which season this is? Well, I see some clouds, but they all have clouds. Okay, I see a pumpkin. I know what season pumpkins grow in. That's fall. So I know that my picture right here is a fall picture. So now I'm going to write fall right here. And you know how to spell it because it's right there. Do you see that? Yep.
Yeah, I think this is harder than I thought. This doesn't look like anything.
Well, let's use some clues. Let's find out. Let's see. I see flowers. I see grass and I see flowers and I see some trees that look like they have flowers blooming on them. What season do flowers bloom in? Kind of in summer, but I think this is spring. So then you put that right there.
Could I just put it at the top?
Absolutely. That is totally fine. Good. Good. Joshua got it figured out. Molly, did you get it figured out? Good. Okay, so this is actually going to be, let's see. This is snow on the ground. So do you know what season we have snow on the ground? No, in this. Yeah, that's okay. Do you see it though? Yeah. Yeah, good.
I'm all done.
Perfect, good. And then do you see what season this is? Remember, we're gonna look for clues on our picture. So what's the clue for what season this is? Yes, very good. And then you guys have to think about what activity do I want to draw a picture of myself doing in that season. You don't want me to look? I won't look. Okay, if you have any questions, I can help you, okay? I'm going to give you some more clues. Oh, that's not that one. I'm going to give you some more clues for your picture, okay? Do you know what another activity that I really like to do in the summer is? Camping. Has Mrs. Murphy ever told you about when she goes camping? Do you like to go camping, Raina?
I do. Because actually, I went tomorrow.
You're going camping tomorrow? Really? It's actually pretty nice. I don't think I've ever camped in Thanksgiving. I don't think I ever have. I think it's always a little too cold. I wonder what would happen, Raina, if you went camping right now and it was really, really cold outside. What do you think would happen to your body?
Me?
You get cold.
I do. Me, Molly.
I see Alex's hand raised, so I'm going to call on Alex.
If you go swimming when it's Christmas, then you would freeze because it would turn into ice.
Absolutely. That is so true. Did you hear what he said? If you go swimming when it's freezing cold outside, you might just have to go swimming on ice. Molly, did you want to tell me?
Me and Joshua went camping at the same place once before because it was lots and
Did you go for adventures?
even
You're scared?
I just showed you.
Oh, I love it. You got it all right. That's perfect. That is fall. Absolutely. So now can you draw me a picture of something you like to do in the fall time? And if you can't think of something, I can give you some
I can
ideas.
reach
The TV?
Look at
Oh, the tree. I thought you said I can reach the TV. Stay in your desk and I'll come around and help you.
What? Well, I can reach I can touch the TV. My daddy put electrical grid. I'm gonna touch it.
That's not what we're doing right now, though. Go find your picture.
Then you probably would get so my daddy put electrical on it.
I like it. Yes, Joshua?
You can break the ice if you want to.
You could breathe the ice. Well, I have a question. I wonder what would happen if you tried to go swimming. It's summertime, it's nice and hot, and you decided to go swimming, but you decided to wear a rain jacket. What would happen? Raina. Well, it's hot outside, and it's summer, and I'm really hot, but I put on a rain jacket to go swimming. Would that be really silly? What would happen to the rain jacket, I wonder? It would get all wet, and it'd be hard to swim with a big jacket on, wouldn't it? So what should we wear when we go swimming? A swimsuit! Right. Yes, Keith? Go back to your spot and finish your picture. Deborah, go back to your spot. Oh, King did a science experiment with ice. He put some water in the freezer and then it got hard. Yes, Alex?
I can reach the tree and the TV.
Oh, good. Okay, raise your hand if you are all done.
Which tree?
Okay, you guys, if you're not quite done, then finish up because we have another activity that we're going to do, okay? Okay, done, done, done. Everybody done?
No.
Okay, perfect. Okay, go ahead and hand me your pictures when you're done.
Here, my mom.
Graham, are you playing football? Absolutely, I love it. Molly, what are you doing in your picture? You didn't color, yep, that's okay. Rena, what are you doing in your picture? Camping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I put my
you do?
I lost.
What did you do for your activity? Oh, he was finding ladybugs. That's
Actually, I can go.
Okay, boys and girls, I need you to give me a thumbs up for yes and a thumbs down for no, but listen to the question first, okay? When it is springtime, I need to wear a heavy, heavy coat outside. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Good, you guys are right. Why would we want to wear a heavy coat then, would we? When it's summer out and it's really hot and it's really nice outside, I make sure that I put on my long pants. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Good job. Oh, I like it. Oh, Alex, what a great activity. It's his winter and he's opening up presents because what holiday is it in the winter? Yep, you got it. Okay guys, let's say it together one more time. Let's do the order of our how many seasons?
Spring, the summer,
No.
fall, winter.
How many seasons?
Four.
Or let's say them slowly together. Spring, summer,
winter.
fall, and winter.
Yeah, I already did all
Good job, you guys. You did so good. We have one more activity that we are going to do. So let me just show it to you really quick before we begin, and then I will pass you guys each. You're going to have a bowl that is going to have all of these cut out for you in the bowl, okay? So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out my cards. There's how many seasons?
4.
4 seasons. So I'm going to have 4 season cards. You're right, there are 6 activities, but there's only how many seasons? 4. So on my desk, I'm going to lay out, and I will give you all of these papers, okay? So don't worry, you'll all get one. You're gonna have spring. What comes next? And then? And then?
Winter.
Hey, you guys, what comes after winter?
Spring again.
Because it always keeps going. Every year you have those 4. So you're going to have these different activities, and when you get them, I want you to figure out where they go. So when the flowers bloom and the little birdies are hatching their eggies, which season do you think that would go into?
Spring.
Spring. Is that what you're
She
saying?
just pulled it
I'll
out.
ask you the next one. So that would go into spring. Okay. If it's snowing outside and I'm making and building a snowman and wearing a coat, Graham, which season would that go in?
Winter.
Winter. If there are leaves all over and I am apple picking and I am wearing a light jacket, what season would that go in? Graham?
Fall.
Yes. And if I'm at the beach, I'm gonna let somebody else answer this one. If I'm at the beach and I am swimming and I am playing in the sand and I am wearing a swimsuit, what season would that be, Deborah?
That's a baby in the
But what season would it be? Would it be spring, summer, winter, or fall? Fall or winter? I know, I fixed. Well, we usually do this stuff. Molly, what can you tell me? Summer. Thank you. Okay, so we will kind of do a couple of these together, and then you guys will have a chance to do it on your own, okay? So we're gonna pass you guys out all your different things. If anyone would like to go get a drink of water or go to the bathroom, this is a really good time because we have just a minute while we set this stuff up. You can finish your pictures. What, Joshua?
Can we read that book? I need to get some.
You need water? Sure.
Can we read that book?
Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm gonna read you guys this other George book.
This means. It means 24 days. No. Alex, I have to go all the way to the one.
Alex, do you need water?
We go back to
Would anyone else like some water?
Not me.
Okay. All right, you guys, we're gonna read our Curious George book, and then we will finish. No, thank you. And then we will finish with our activities.
It's very cow.
Now you want me to put one of these cards.
What is my name called? Baby George? Is my name called Baby? Yeah. Yeah.
This grandma always
Hi,
feels going on.
Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy.
You guys, I'm only one of your moms. Whose mom am I? That guy. Well, I guess I do have another kid in the school, but you know.
Jack.
Okay, boys and girls, show me that you're ready to read this story by sitting down at your desk and showing me your eyes. And then I would like your hands to be empty of scissors. So if you are holding scissors in your hand, go ahead and put those away.
I'm holding this. Scissors that are on my desk.
Oh, okay. Hey Joshua, go put your scissors away. Okay. Show me that you're ready. Oh, I see some kids who are ready. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. Do you want to hear about the time George's curiosity helped him learn all about seasons? It all started on a cold winter day. The leaves were gone and the grass was brown and there wasn't a snowflake in sight. George had to bundle up in his winter coat. But when he got outside, he wasn't sure what to do. There were no fallen leaves to play in. There were no birds to watch. George had toys for warm days and toys for snowy days, but nothing for just a plain cold day. So it's cold, but there's no leaves on the ground or snow. George had an idea. He would visit the bunnies. But when he went next door, the bunnies weren't in their hutch. He found his friend Bill and the bunnies inside. I'm going to bring them to my grandmother's house for the winter, George, Bill told him. It's just too cold here to keep bunnies outside in their house. George was disappointed to see the bunnies go. Then Bill asked him to do a special job. While I'm away, will you feed Jumpy Squirrel for me, he asked. There aren't a lot of nuts and seeds around in winter, so it's an important job. George was happy to help. George fed Jumpy, but that took only a minute. He wasn't sure what to do after that. Sorry, I'll show you. He looked around his yard and thought about summer. He missed his pool and blowing bubbles. Everything fun seemed to happen in spring, summer, or fall.
And winter.
Well, he says nothing fun happens in winter, so we'll find out. Maybe he'll learn something. George decided he wasn't going to let winter ruin his fun. It might not actually be summer, but he could still do summertime things. George got the hose and filled his little pool with water, but when he jumped in, the water was so cool, George got too cold. Brrr. Remember we said, I wonder what would happen if you swim in the winter. That's what happened to George. He ran into the house. Soak your feet in warm water to get rid of the chill, the man with the yellow hat said. The warm bath was a lot nicer than the cold pool. George felt much better. The next day, it was even colder. George bundled into his coat and scarf when he went out to play. He wanted to enjoy being outside in the winter as much as he would in the other seasons. He sat by his pool to relax. Then George blew some bubbles for Jumpy. But when Jumpy tried to pop a bubble, they discovered that it had frozen. Bubbles could freeze. George felt like he was freezing too. George went inside to warm up and drink some hot cocoa.
Hot chocolate.
He
I
was-
drink hot chocolate.
He was puzzled. How could a monkey have any fun outside when everything kept freezing? Suddenly, George had an idea. He could use frozen things to make a game. He filled a balloon and several cartons from the recycling bin with water. Do you need something? Tell me after, okay? We'll finish it. And don't forget, remember it, okay? Then he thought about them going outside so they would freeze in the cold air. George didn't notice when Jumpy accidentally spilled some seeds and nuts into the carton of water. The next morning was the coldest day yet. George had to wear a hat, scarf, and a coat to stay warm. He didn't mind though. He went to check on the balloon and cartons of water he left the night before. They were frozen solid. George couldn't wait to see them up for a game of icy winter bowling. So George's favorite activity in the winter is icy bowling. When he took the ice from the cartons, he saw some of Jumpy's seeds and nuts frozen inside each block. Oh well, George tried to bowl anyway. Jumpy chased the blocks and tried to break his breakfast out of the ice. It wasn't ice bowling, but it was fun. Besides, George knew he could try his new bowling invention again the next day. He filled the cartons and balloons with water once more and left them outside. In the morning, George bundled up. You're not going to need a hat and scarf today, George, his friend said. George went outside. It felt more like spring or more fall than winter. George checked on his cartons and balloons, hoping for another round of ice bowling, but the water hadn't turned to ice. It was too warm to freeze. The weather was very confusing. Wasn't it supposed to be cold in the winter and warmer in the other seasons? George went back into his house. But later that day, something amazing happened. George thought he saw something outside his window. When he went to look, it was snowing. George thought that if it was cold enough to snow, it might be cold enough for water to freeze again, and cold enough to make a new ice bowling set. Maybe the cold could be fun after all. George realized that winter, spring, summer, and fall were all great in their own way. Right now, he had winter toys to play with and a whole chilly season to enjoy. I want you to raise your hand and tell me what happened when George went outside and he was all bundled up in a coat and a scarf, but it was warm outside. What happened? Yeah, hold on. What happened to him? Why did he go back inside? Because maybe he was hot. Maybe he didn't need that in that winter. Yeah, Raina? Yes, good. Okay, what was your question, Deborah?
I drink hot chocolate every time.
That is so that's kind of a cold winter activity, isn't it? Drinking hot cocoa?
What, you can drink, you can drink, what is it called again?
Hot chocolate?
Yeah,
Hot cocoa?
hot chocolate, and when it's snow, you can eat hot chocolate.
Ooh, that's right. When it's in the winter time, that's a good activity. Alex, do you have a good activity for a season?
I watched the details.
Okay, but we're gonna talk about the seasons for just one more minute, and then we can talk about that during free play, okay? Do you have something about the seasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I built a snowman because the season.
Can you say that a little louder so all your friends can hear?
I built a snowman until winter season.
Yes, King likes to build a snowman in the winter. And what do you wear? What do you wear on your body while you build your snowman? Snow clothes. Yes. Okay, Alex, one more, and then we'll be done with that.
A long time ago, I built a snowman and I called it Patrick.
Okay, Joshua, you have one more?
I made a weird snowman that said Patrick.
Oh my goodness. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to hand you out all of your cards, okay? And remember, we'll do a couple of them together as a group, and then you guys will do the rest on your own, okay? So you have to really look up at those pictures, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And you have to think, does this activity or does this article of clothing, do I need this for which one of these 4 seasons, okay? We talked about it a lot, remember? We had all of our activities and our clothes over here, and then we read our books about different activities for each of the seasons. One more time, how many seasons are there?
4.
Yay, good job. All right, we're gonna get our activity stuff out and then we will get started.